So we're going to do an unboxing of the Xero Shoes Denver 2 boot. This is a remake of the Denver 1. In the Denver 2, some slight differences. I might do a comparison video later on. But you immediately notice that it's a 3-season boot: fall, winter, and spring. Now I wear a size 12 and shows you the other sizes also. There's a lot of packaging on here, which is kind of interesting. They definitely want to get it to you. But it's a very soft leather, somewhat of a different feel. It's like a little bit like a untreated leather. You could put a polish on it, but it feels like a leather that doesn't have a polish on it, kind of like an apple before they put the wax on it. So it's got laces going all the way up to the top, so there are a lot of eyelets for the laces. You got to kind of, one thing that's especially nice is the soft leather along the lining at the top and the padded tongue, which are really, really nice. You're touching a lot because to feel the leather, the grain of the leather, and it just feels like it's not finished. If I wanted to treat it with a little snow seal or something like that, or eventually I'm going to put some polish on it because I think that'll help, and you should always do that with leather shoes. You also notice that the tongue goes all the way down to the bottom eyelet. Some boots kind of meet halfway or at different points, but it goes all the way down to the bottom. And that soft leather upper is a huge differentiator. When I try it on, I really, really notice the difference. Inside has a microfiber lining, which is really, really nice. And the outsole is more rugged than most of the other shoes I've bought, but not too rugged for the office. You have to unlace it pretty far down to get it on. And the lugs, really, really, really different than anything I've worn before with the Xero. And I'll compare it to another shoe in a couple minutes. But definitely has that full flexibility that you'd expect from Xero shoes, which is really nice, and has this little pull-on thing, which you see on a lot of boots. And I actually do use it on some of the Chelsea boots that I have, like their Chelsea boot. I think that's the one I'm going to use for the comparison. The eyelets are interesting, the details. The inside eyelet is like a silver. The outside eyelet has a little bit of black on it. So here we're getting the other one out. It's a lot of packaging, and they lace it up pretty high. So I've got to get them on each time. There's enough space because it's a long, pretty long lace, so there's enough space to get it open far enough. And made in China. It looks like a lot of their shoes are currently made in China. And this just gives you a little bit of a back view of it and the two together. Here I'm comparing the sole of the Ridgeway Chelsea on the left to the Denver 2 on the right. You could see the Denver 2 is a little bit thicker, and when you put your hand inside and push down, it's squishy and gives you a little bit of bounce back, which your foot should experience. Okay, because there are a lot of eyes, you're going to have to loosen a lot of them up to get it off, because it's going to hold it in place, which I guess makes it real good work shoe if you're, although it's not steel toe, although in one of the reviews somebody asked about that. But you're going to have to get it a little bit loose all the way down so that you can get it off easily. So you've got to get the laces open pretty wide all the way down so you can get it on easily, so you have enough space in there to get your foot inside. If not, you won't be able to get it down past here. And then it's good because it really does have this soft side here, which people have mentioned, so it doesn't rub, which is a nice thing. A lot of boots will rub, and then you don't have to tighten up these unless you want to, but the upper ones, so you're going to have to get the other ones. This is what's going to make it take a little minute to get on and off. And as I mentioned, this might be useful. On some others, it is useful. This is the first time I'm standing up in the shoes. Very comfortable, lots of movement because of the wide toe bed. The top also doesn't hurt. Sometimes with a boot you'll get some rubbing, but there's none here. And super roomy inside, which is really nice, so you can wear it with thin or thick socks. Hopefully this helps. Like and subscribe.